with Mike Trudell in the media.
But Kobe, I don't know how many times you've had that shot in that place. What did you think when it went up? I'm sure that's the shot that you wanted to get off at that point.
It was just deciding whether I had enough time to draw some contact, and just threw me off a little bit.
Byron said that it looked a little tired tonight. I don't know. Did you feel like that? Did you feel like you were coming up short on your J?
Yeah, I didn't have my legs. It was pretty frustrating, but got to figure it out.
It's been something you've been trying to balance and figure out this season, Kobe. How much you can practice. Byron said on Wednesday you want to get your guys going. How do you approach that as you think about today and then moving forward into the season?
I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of hit or miss. Some games are there, some games are not. And it's just kind of keep trying different things and see if I can find something that's consistent.
Is this foreign to you, just having to think this much about your body in this way?
Of course. Of course.
What level of frustration does that give you?
No, it's frustrating, but there's nothing I can do about it. I got to figure it out.
What happened the rest of the game? It seemed like you had your teammates playing well. They were doubling you early. You got guys going. It's been something you've done this season. How did you guys manage to make it this close?
Well, we played well. I mean, the last couple of days, we've really been working on our structure, working on our system a lot, and spacing and ball movement. I think in that aspect, we did very well.
What was your take on the Nick Young ejection?
I didn't see it. I just kind of saw like the last hit, but I didn't see what led up to it.
How good was the defense that he played on you on the last shot?
I mean, no different than the defense I've seen before. I mean, I got him off his feet. I just didn't know if I had enough time to draw contact or raise up and shoot the ball, but I got a clean look.
Kirby Bryant's perspective, it felt like maybe stuff he did on Wednesday may have been a little too much. What's your perspective on that?
Maybe. I mean, it's a balancing act, right? I'm just trying to figure out, when to do it, when not to do it. But I'm just trying to figure out proper rest and, all that other stuff. Just trying to get a good system while I start getting some consistency in these legs.
Do you know when you get to the arena, how they're feeling that, or does it sometimes change during the game, like you'll find a different wind?
Yeah, it's kind of play to play, actually.
Are you getting a sense that kind of how you go throughout this season is going to be trying to figure it out?
Perhaps. I mean, hopefully I can figure something new out tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's just trial and error.
Change of topics. Good to have before the game, you had your family out on the court and kind of celebrating them. What is that like to see your daughters now who maybe have a different perspective on your career than they did when you were winning championships in your early career at this point?
No, I mean, it's great. It's always great. I mean, you see them at home and see them every day, and it's kind of see them here. You kind of you realize how much they've grown. You know what I mean? It's I thought it was almost Vanessa's height. It's a little scary.
Isn't your younger daughter the more of the athlete?
Oh, we compete all the time. I mean, they're both athletic. I mean, she's just really, really competitive.
To what level do they kind of understand, Kobe Bryant, the basketball player, passing Jordan on it's more just daddy, I'm sure, but do they start to get the perspective when they come out to half court in that kind of context?
No, they get it. They understand it. They're much more concerned with beating me and, a game of dice.
Kobe, since the lineup switches, what kind of identity have you noticed the bench having?
Well, they bring a lot of energy, which is what the second unit is supposed to do. You're supposed to come in and bring a lot of aggressiveness, bring a lot of energy, and kind of change the momentum of the game.
What's kind of the process, do you think, with Jeremy kind of adapting to that new role?
Well, I mean, it's been it's taken him some time a little bit to get used to it, but the last couple of games seem like he's kind of starting to find his rhythm a little bit, and tonight he played very well.
Rob, I want to get your take on this and both your reactions to what you heard from Kobe. And we talked about this during the week. This is foreign for Kobe and for the fans and for the Laker franchise. It's really the first time in his career he has to, manage these minutes, whether it's practice or a game.
Yeah, it's hard.